to come to a middle ground because there's this idea that you need to win here, right? But you're sacrificing the unity of the union by constantly saying aggressive shit towards one another. Why can't we be a little bit nuanced and come to an understanding?
I wasn't nuanced. He just called me a dumb pussy for an hour, for like 15 minutes straight. I brought
you have
data.
to understand the way you speak and your personality really doesn't allow
like,
for a conversation to take place. I'm not a Republican.
I'm not talking about you,
I'm a fucking Democrat, bro.
I'm not talking about you,
It's just the way you approach the conversation, right, can be polarizing and divisive as well. You're not wrong about the statements you're making, and neither is he to an extent. No, so you're 100% right.
In this particular instance, yes.
Right.
No, I don't represent the left. In this particular debate, I've been 100% right. Wrong about nothing.
You made a good point about the, group psychology of like him being a polarizing shit starter and then somebody getting the heinous idea and committing that heinous act, right, which is murder.
Yeah, I said zero wrong things. King said a lot of wrong things.
And preaching that for a week, but to say that the left also doesn't villainize the right.
I never said they don't.
Do all the time. You were implying it, bro.
No, I didn't. Nobody asked me that.
He was wrong about the George Floyd shit. Solid.
What are you talking about?
I've seen the PTRs on this app.
I'm not representing. I don't have to respond to all. Look at my PTR. It literally includes left-wing violence. We account for 10% of the political violence.
Oh, I didn't look at your PTR.
That's the breakdown of the political violence in America. The left clearly does it.
All I see is Batman right now eating a dog.
Oh, hold on. Refresh. There's a whole chart there from the Cato Institute. Of course there's leftists who say extreme things. This shooter might have been leftist. But the data shows that
10%'s wrong.
It's not wrong.
It is
this
wrong.
Shooter was
get better data. Get the data.
Get
the data, Monica.
You know what's so crazy,
Get the data, Monica.
You'd never think it, but I had a lot of disagreements with Charlie. That's the reason why whenever we had conversations in here for like the last 2.5 years, he never really came up. We never really used him as a reference or this or that because there were a lot of things believed that I disagreed.
You didn't like him because he was pro-Israel, but you didn't hate him because he was
articulate. You didn't
like him because he was pro-Israel.
Articulate. You are not a main character, bro. Chill out. I
am the main character.
You're not. So hang on. What's interesting interesting is the last 2 years, or essentially I'd say the last 6 to 8 months, he really started to change, right? And I think a lot of people, and that's what I love about Twitter and Elon buying Twitter, is that now we get all the information, the good, bad, and the ugly. All of it gets put out in a way where we can all look and see what's true, what's not, blah, 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 this and that. And people have done an excellent job cataloging his change, documenting it like, hey, look, guys, you can literally see Charlie starting to change his positions, this and that, blah, blah, come to the other side, those type of things. It's all documented. And I feel bad now because I'll be honest, I kind of wrote Charlie off a couple years ago because I felt like I had changed, way drastically to where he was not somebody I no longer had to keep up with. Surprisingly, though, the thing that brought me back to following him or seeing what he was doing, at least, because I still had disagreements, was when I learned TPUSA, which I'd known about when they first started TPU years ago, right? But when I learned TPUSA specifically was involved in ushering Trump back into the office. And I was shocked to hear that. I was shocked to learn that. I was like, wait, when did TPUSA become a fucking, when did they start doing this?
Let me ask you a question. You don't make $40 million as a college.
You gotta learn to come on, bro.
Let's build right now. Let me ask you a question, Solomon. Do you think that Trump is a divisive figure?
You said, do I think he's a divisive figure? Yes, I do.
So you could agree with him that Trump is if not the most, but one of the most rising presidents we've ever had.
Yeah. He is. Yeah.
So if you,
But that's a good thing. That's what we need for the president.
This is where
This
we
is
disagree,
exactly.
right?
No.
This is where we disagree.
Yeah, that is where
This
He
is
wants
why-
violence
this is
against the
why
left.
I think you gotta against the
criticize
voters and
Obama,
call it
right? Because it's the same divisive.
Obama wasn't like
came in
I would
from
disagree. I don't think it's the same. I would agree.
Every president is
I would agree that Obama is
Obama
as
didn't say
divisive,
the right wing
but
needs
in
to be
a
destroyed.
different way.
Obama
because-
didn't call the right wing enemies
Neither
of
of
the
you
state.
will allow
Obama- yeah, but
Biden
did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, Biden did.
No,
He said that the most dangerous group in
Once a
America.
train.
He said
was MAGA
extreme MAGA
Republicans.
is.
I'm sorry, Dick.
No, listen to the
That's a
speech.
straight
You can pull up the
But you
transcript.
way to move the
He's-
goalposts.
Okay, but Obama is the reason why it was necessary.
Henchman,
Hang on,
once a
I
train.
don't think person. I don't
Yes,
think
because of the race war thing.
I don't think a president that's like, oh, let's all
Nothing to
work
do with
together,
race,
be
Starkey.
together. I don't think that's the president America needs right now. I got to be honest with you.
King,
The president's job is to
sneaky
uphold
dude when it's the word
rules.
divisive. Everybody that enters into the arena
Imagine
with
someone
a different. Hold on, brother. Come on.
Yes, he's doing a false equivalence.
Damn, bro.
Let someone will talk about
Fuck,
false
bro.
equivalence.
Yo,
man.
articulate.
I'm
Stop
not the only one
interrupting
talking about
everybody,
you.
bro.
I'm not the only one
Holy
talking about
That
shit.
shit's mad annoying.
Damn, bro.
6 months, dog. Come on, be real.
All right, so can I go?
What did I say? What did I
Let
say?
Samoa go.
What did I
Can I
actually
go or not,
say?
man?
What did I actually
He was
say?
about to tell you.
What
He
I
was just
said.
about to tell you.
Represent what I actually.
Yes, you asked King, do you think Donald Trump is a divisive figure? King said, yes. Do you think that he's the most polarizing president? King said, yes, that's what we need. You said, oh, that's where we disagree. Oh, Barack Obama, that's the problem. Am I on the right track?
Nigga, fuck.
Where
Yeah,
was
Am I on the right
where
track?
was this sneaky?
That nigga Obama's a YN, bro. Obama's a YN, nigga.
No,
Obama.
hold up. Don't change what you were trying to do.
What's a YN? What's a YN?
Where was
It's a
that?
young
What's a
nigga.
YN?
Mike, it's a young nigga.
All
A
right,
young nigga. That nigga YN. He
So now
deported
that
more
you
immigrants
messed
than
up my
anybody.
Samoa, let him
All
explain.
right, so
how
now
I
that
was
you
being-
messed up my joke, the point I was making is that when people say divisive, what they're really saying, and they kind of use this term as if it's the launching pad to say, hey, this guy's a racist or a bigot or something like that. So if you listen to the words that lefties are using now, whenever they talk about Charlie Kirk, it's always the term divisive. But divisive...
No, I said racist bigot.
Wait, hold on. Divisive is what you actually need, healthy engagement
Right.
of an exchange of ideas.
Mm.
People need
So,
to be
which is
uncomfortable.
why
Cook
I
this.
Oh my God.
expounded.
Hey,
This
oh
is
my-
why
Oh, so this
Yeah,
is everybody
I
agrees. It's
asked
time to
a
the
deeper,
mic around. I see how that
clarifying
goes.
Question.
Y'all
I
afraid to get some of this curry, bro.
Right, Samoa, did I bring up race?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
When did I bring
What-
up
No,
brought
he
up
didn't.
race.
Hagop did
I
not
brought
bring
up
up
When did I
race.
bring up race, bro?
I brought
He
up
didn't. He didn't bring up race. But,
And race is what we need right
but
now.
Hagop, you got to be honest
You
that
need a race.
Samoa making the... So who was noise trolling? Yo, stop the fucking noise trolling. You have to be honest, Hagop, that Samoa making the inference is based off of a rational understanding of how these patterns work when we're talking politics or using certain words, phrases, X, Y, Z. He's not out of line for making that judgment, right? Like I don't think he
Yeah,
is.
every president can be
It's
deemed as being
implied.
divisive due to the fact that half
Oh
of the
my
country
nigga,
is
Eric.
supporting
You
one
said what's
over
say it
another.
again?
Oh yeah, brother, you gotta watch out for Eric, bro. This little snake.
No,
Yeah,
and me
yeah,
and
yeah,
Eric
what
are
you said, Samoa.
me and Eric are on a generational run right now, Samoa.
Bro,
Generational
Bro.
run, bro.
Y'all never want to actually like really challenge
Bro,
your
this
ideas
nigga Eric had
long
an
enough
ambush
to find out how
yesterday,
wrong
bro.
you are. You just pass it off.
Somebody
I
else
was
for
cooking
dramatic
this nigga
cuts
Lord
today.
Tree,
Hey,
bro. I was
Brock.
cooking this
Oh,
nigga.
you're
Who's
right.
official
Wait,
Emma
hold on,
cuts
Samoa.
for
Hold
US
on,
Navy?
Samoa. You said 7 years, Samoa. You gotta show me 7
Yeah.
years, Samoa.
Oh, after 4 months of philosophy.
You funny, Samoa. But no, hang up. Trump is definitely he is the type of president, and this is what hang up. For all the divisiveness, you and I would agree he has. You can't ignore that he got the popular vote.
It's
That's the same way. It's the same way. Hold on, go.
So
It's the
might
same
make
way.
fight argument.
Hang up.
You don't hate
People,
violence.
when
You
you
hate
remember
violence
the
for people you
reports,
disagree with.
articulate. You interrupt me one more time.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Because I already asked you a billion times.
Let the man speak. Let him talk.
So Good. I'm glad you don't give a fuck. I don't either. So, Haggard, it's very interesting that Trump espouses the same characteristics we see for very successful CEOs. Steve Jobs was well known for being divisive and being one who was stubborn and stuck to what he wanted. When you go down the list of individuals, especially men, who've been great in their lives, they've never been one of those people who are willing to compromise or get along to get along. As a matter of fact, it's funny, if you guys watched the show that HBO made years ago called Rome, go watch that show and look at what Julius Caesar, the reason why Caesar ended up dying and being stabbed in his back, because he was a nigga that wanted to be cool with everybody. Go watch the show, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Hang on. The reality is, when men are great in life, they are divisive, bro. That's a talk to that nigga. Hang on. Even our Lord and Savior was a divisive man.
But you were wrong on a few things, right? The United States is a combination of multiple different people. It's not a melting pot, right? It's more like a...
I never seen Obama on WWE, nigga. I never seen Obama.
That's what I'm Gold. That's facts. Look, Haggard.
We got the coolest president, nigga. Niggas love Trump before Trump was even Trump.
I've been more
whatever rocks you bro.
Right there. But Trump is
I was saying niggas love Trump before he was even Trump.
Yeah, that's Obama even wrestling that something to be, bro. And then all of a sudden,
this nigga Obama had a video the other day talking about gay BCs.
Fuck Obama, man.
The masses only.
Hold on. Real quick. Have you ever heard Trump say
exactly what you guys are doing now?
Have you ever heard Trump say that kids should their gay BCs at 4 years old?
That's
and that every young boy. Hold on. Every young boy. I quote. Hold on. I quote. Every young boy should have a gay man in his life.
Yeah, that was crazy hearing that.
That was crazy, nigga.
Crazy hearing that. He did say that, Haggard. Obama's a faggot, so.
No.
You said what, Mike?
And he gave another politician fellatio for crack cocaine.
You guys are
No, that's the full context. He's a war criminal, and nobody can.
Wait, hold on. Let Mike talk.
I endorse that fucking behavior. That is not true. You can be critical of multiple people, regardless of what side you're on. It shouldn't be difficult to criticize your former president as a Democrat who voted.
Can I ask you a question, Hackpop?
I voted for Obama, by the way.
Hackpop, let me ask you a question.
Bro, it was a mistake.
Yeah, so don't, because people are like, oh my God, Solomon, you're a Republican. No, I voted for Obama, retards.
And you know what's so funny?
Solomon, you're a Republican.
And you know what's so funny?
Hey, Greg, how can
niggas
niggas
persecute Donald Trump
and I regret that vote.
It sounds
I was saying that niggas
bad Obama, bad
Hold on.
Jinx, you know what's so crazy?
Jinx, let me get this shit off. Let me get this shit off real quick.
I got you. Jinx, the first time Trump ran, I disliked him. I didn't vote for him. So go ahead, Gold.
I was going to say that niggas always want to be hating on Trump and talk about this immigration shit when Obama is the only U.S. president on the face of this earth that deported more immigrants than any other U.S. president on the planet. 3 million more immigrants than any other U.S. president.
We talked about this yesterday.
But I'm just saying, but it's funny how...
Hold up. It's not funny. Let's ask the most Republican person in this room, maybe the second next to Dr.
Which is
Ricky Responsible. Monica, did I not call that out 5 minutes ago?
Well, my phone died, so I wasn't here for that. I'm the one that started the Obama bullshit.
Well, I just want Monica to actually stand on business. Did I not call out the divisive rhetoric, the immigration and the war and indiscriminate
I actually thought you were trolling because I wasn't used to you making that position.
I can even ask Eric now. I've held this position for a long time.
So you agree with me?
Country's downward spiral started.
Bro, this is a psychological, manipulating tactic that he's doing right now.
Fascism became the regular, and fascism became what we were leading to when Obama, as president, one, racialized every single speech, every single issue, lied to his constituency,
overexerted his power in every chance that he could get.
Yes.
Expanded the U.S. drone and strikes in countries like Pakistan and Yemen and Somalia.
If what Trump's doing right now, point that
So look at the psychological manipulations going on right now, bro.
It's bad.
So you're gonna neutralize.
Shitty.
That nigga is the YN in chief.
What Trump sells fascism? Shit, I'll take fascism over progressivism any day.
Look at the psychological manipulations.
Progressives have lost
That
their
nigga's a
minds.
YN deporter in
They
chief.
have lost their minds.
Can I talk now?
He's a YN deporter in chief,
If you
nigga.
forget, the progressives are also mad talking shit about Gavin Newsom. And I don't hear Gavin Newsom fan.
Wait, but
And these progressives are.
fascism is against our constitution.
All right,
Can I talk now?
So is progressivism.
Look at all the people that lost existing plans when insurers dropped
I
non-conference.
said, if this is what you call fascism, I didn't say the true meaning of fascism. I said, if
I didn't
this
try to use your IP, I used mine. I'm also not relevant, nor I compulsive. I also didn't need a snack, so I just attack you. All
Yeah, so
lies.
can I make this quick comment?
one at a time.
Hundred, since you definitely did. However, I do not appreciate attacks to
I'm
someone
sorry,
with
I'm
this.
sorry, I'm
Perhaps you
sorry.
had one too
Come
many
on, let me get my shot in real
vaccines.
quick. Let me get my shot in real quick. All right, so Hagab
Hi,
is like,
Emily. What
all right, so
specifically is
Hagab
my
is psychologically
Thanks.
manipulating people by neutralizing counter arguments, by punching Mr. Barack Obama Hussein in the face, so that whenever he talks about Donald Trump, he gets free. What? Free reign. That shit's so corny. That shit's so corny. Come on, bro.
Actually, it's a tactic I use
No, he's
myself.
a critical
Yeah, I
thinker.
do too. I do.
He's a critical thinker.
Cornball, nigga. Niggas voted, let's be honest, niggas voted for Obama because he was.
I'll be honest, I did. I voted for Obama because he was black, and I regret it.
Shout out to you, King.
I just want to say, every time a centrist or a classical liberal speaks in this room, this is what it's like in my PTR. We're constantly fighting off both sides who want us to be as radical as you guys are. And, you know, fucking pick and choose. Fuck that, bro. Call it out for what it is.
Look, Papa, I'm not trying to argue with you, okay? I'm not trying to argue.
In this room, did you guys see all those emojis? Same state.
I'm not trying to argue with you, Papa. I agree with you.
I put a laughing emoji at King though.
Shows you
And
taking
Tifa,
too many Pfizer
who's a
vaccines.
fascist organization. You have the Groypers, who's a fascist organization.
The
You have all of
Groypers.
these fascist
Sure,
fucking
watch your YouTube live.
speakers and
Very
political.
Now we got
pundits.
Trantifa.
Now we got Trantifa, yo.
Oh my god.
Not Trantifa is crazy. Nah, this nigga is diabolical.
I'm about to beat up gold tonight. That's what I'm about to do.
Grannies against fascism?
I'm sorry, Jinx. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Were you abused by a member
This
of the
is
Catholic Church?
so fucking
I don't know, Hagab, but I
May be
just
coming in 2020.
because here's the thing, I balance it out because I hate Obama, but I also hate George W. Bush. So you know,
Both of those niggas. I don't even keep singles in my wallet, nigga.
Bush is the same as
How
Biden.
could you hate
That nigga's teeth are terrible.
George Bush was just as bad. He's like the shit that hit.
I'm sorry, was you talking to me?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question, Val. Here's the question, Val. How long is that gonna last? Right? Here's the question. How long is that gonna last as a deterrent? And what happens after they go away? Because if you're saying as a victim of gun violence, right, you want that to be a deterrent. But how long are you gonna be able to keep the National Guard in place realistically? Because you know orders can only go for so long, right? Am I wrong?
You're absolutely right. We have an example. Yeah, we have an example of it going on the east ride
And Tony, you're in the matrix, guys. You're in the matrix. You're in the matrix.
Okay, while Antonio gets out of the matrix, I just want to welcome Cameron on stage. Cameron is also from Memphis. If you want to jump into this conversation and get him gone, Cameron, and get him gone, I heard you say that you also are a victim of shooting. So if you want to speak to that as well.
I don't even want to say too much. I just got shot in the head. That's all I got to say.
And then there was a question from Tiffany for Antonio as well. It was what would have prevented your incident. So I'm assuming that's referring to the shooting. So if you have thoughts on, we know now the National Guard is coming in, but in general, what could have prevented what happened?
In my situation, I'm keeping real. Like, that shit wasn't gonna stop me. Like, it was just more so the fact that I'm young, you feel me? I graduated high school last when I'm 19. So, like, the shit that the experience and been through, like, motherfuckers can't relate to me. Like, I got set up by a female. Female told me to come over, and some niggas trying to kill me. But they only hit me one time. They only hit me in the head. But, that's how I feel. Shit.
Are you out of that?
I'm in college. I'm in college.
Let him finish talking. Go ahead.
What I was saying, I said the National Guard was going to prevent what happened to me. Shit, I got shot South Memphis on Princeton Road and shit. It's one of the most really struggling areas in the city for real, on some real shit. And the National Guard, they don't come to shit bad areas for real. You see what they were doing? They standing at national, popular places and shit. Like, they were standing at the White House in DC, you feel me? So like, I feel like it's all power and perception. Trump,
Are you in the National Guard now?
Hell no. I told you I'm 19. I'm an electrician.
Are you away from the situation that almost got you killed maybe 6 months ago?
Nah, I'm still in the city. I live in Germantown. I'm in the
So those people that wanted to kill you 6 months ago, they're still around, right?
Shit, I can't even say too much, but,
This doesn't sit well with me. I'm gonna be honest. So
he can't talk about the situation.
National Guard gonna do? That's why I be like,
that's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking, is he getting away from like the situation? And it sounds like he's not, and it doesn't sit well.
This is one step of me, just fixing my life, getting my shit together. I live in Germantown now. Germantown, a nice part of Memphis. You feel me? Like, this is a decent side of town with not too much bullshit going on, but it's a chill side. So that's one step. I done got away from that situation first, but I'm just like a nigga still in the hood on bullshit. But I told you, I'm a whole electrician out here now. I'm getting my shit together. So I'm speaking from experience, bro. Like, a lot of this shit just come from us not having like the right mentors, you feel me? Like, no after school programs, no shit that we can do after school, you feel me? Like, nothing. Like, we don't even got the right education system. Like, we in class and teachers, like, real life just like act like us, you feel me? They act like us. So like, we can't really learn nothing from them. So I ain't gonna lie, it's just a lot of bullshit.
What do you mean they act like us?
They basically like try to fit in with the kids on some shit, like, I ain't gonna lie.
We about to cry. Like,
So it's the reason why the teachers do that, though, right?
Social media.
No, they do that because the atmosphere of the classroom, they do that so they can have some little bit of control over the classroom instead of being run over by the kids who acting like that.
When I mean act like us, I mean actually act like us. They walk in the bathroom, they see us smoking a vape, they'll fuck around. Just hide it from this dude, hide it from him, hide it from him.
Because they know
it's a lot of bullshit.
Because if they try to take it, they might get their ass.
nah, but they still wrong for that now. Come on now.
And then in class,
Tiffany, I saw you cutting off mic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say something to consider.
They gonna do it.
Also, to the point, I can't think of the names. The person just dropped in a chat, and these conversations we're having around education. So, we get tripped up a lot on that whole conversation of should teachers get paid $100,000. So I have a teacher living in my rental property right now. So she had to provide me her contract. She is teaching in a school in a pretty, I would call it a rough neighborhood. It's not a horrendous neighborhood. It's just the kids don't have a lot of oversight, is what I would say, kind of when school isn't in. She only is getting paid $58,000 a year. Yes. And one of the things that I have, and this is here in Memphis, and one of the things that I have to do because think about it, I don't want to. I was originally going to school for education at a point. But once I saw what they got paid, I knew that I couldn't survive. Like, who can survive off of $58,000? She has a roommate. But one of the things that you think about is you're not going to get quality teachers if they're only making $58,000. The condo that I rent her, I actually rented for about $700 less than market, just